Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of my YouTube vlog show, TPL, The People's Lima. I'm Eric Lima, your host. It's episode 880 by me, the man born and raised in the 70s, made in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, stood tall in the 2000s, and still standing my ground here in this present time while I talk about what is up, what is down, what's all around town in my life, and my favorite things of entertainment, while I bring the love, life, laughter, heart, soul, education, encouragement, and entertainment to all of you. Welcome to episode 880. Like I said before, I'm trying to upload now. Here, on my last episode when I talked about Under Pressure Luck, what I'm going to try to do. One of my goals is to get to 1,000 episodes before the year ends, before the calendar year ends. If I don't do it, I'll go on with it and after I reach 1,000 episodes. This is big. This is big. The title of this show, my vlog show, will change. The name of my title will change. I'm coming up with ideas right now. A lot of things are running through my head right now as far as ideas for that is concerned. So this is my TPL update episode. That's what I'm going to call it. TPL update episode. There's a lot going on. Coming this Saturday, NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3, and I'm gonna jot down the matches. Hopefully, come like Thursday or Friday, I will do my match pick predictions as always using the trusty TPL board. You'll tune in for that. If you're wrestling fans, tune in. I'd like to hear your opinions on my picks and all that. We know the NXT title will be on the line. Drew McIntyre to challenge Bobby Roode for that title. Women's title will be on the line. Asuka will defend against Ember Moon, and possibly the tag team championship could be on the line as the Authors of Pain meet Sanity. That'll be a heck of a match. I mean, Sanity's probably the only ones crazy enough to go up against the Authors of Pain. So it'll be very interesting to see how that develops, if that's the case. And Johnny Gargano's looking for a fight, looking for a matchup. Cien Almas will accept that challenge. So Andrade Cien Almas with Zelina Vega in this corner will face Mr. Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. Will his wife make an appearance? Interesting thought. I will get more. I will explain more on that when I do my picks. Also, another matchup: Aleister Black goes one-on-one with Hideo Itami. That's gonna be a heck of a matchup for sure. That Black Mass Roundhouse kick by Aleister Black. Look out! You know what I mean? Just so. What else is going on? I plan on still going back to my Supercade kid episodes of my show where I played the video games on my big 40-inch smart TV. And I can't wait. And I'll probably be hopefully I buy some more stuff off this to show you off some more swag. I bought myself a Chess King t-shirt. Now, Chess King, if you don't know, it's a men's store from back in the mid-late 80s, early 90s. You know, in that range. And I remember going there buying a bolo tie. If you don't know what a bolo tie is, you gotta look it up. It's more like what cowboys wore back in the day. Now, I thought it was the cool thing to wear back in the day. So, yeah, what the heck not, right? So I'll be showing off that when it comes in. It's supposed to come in by Friday. And I wouldn't be surprised coming in early. My car's getting fixed this week because Toyota did some recall on a few parts about the airbag situation and all. So I may be or maybe not with my car for a while. So it all depends on what the story is with that. My father said it'd be like 4 to 5 hours. That's no problem with that. If that's the case, then it shouldn't be a big deal. So, you know, and more craziness, and that's what that's what the purpose of the my YouTube show is all about, entertaining people. I'm not here to call people out or anything like that from here on in. I'm just going to do my show, do my thing, be entertaining, and probably show off a few things. And I know K-Master wants to see me show off a few video games. I will. You know what I'm doing? Show off a few video games and peripherals. You know, like I said, I showed off the Retron HD for the and one of the games that I'll tell you what, this is going to be very interesting to say the least. It's there we go. And I want to show off a couple of NES Classics that are on the NES Classics, and I got the original box sets. Look at this, check this out. It's crazy. Legend of Zelda, I got this, and the Adventure. I haven't tried the Adventure of Link yet, and I'm thinking of trying that soon. So I'll probably think about that. I have the NES Classics, so I can probably go on there and try it out. So it's going to be really cool. And And I think the Red Sox play Cleveland tonight, I believe, at Fenway Park, that one game makeup. And it seems like we're done here. Well, hold up. Look at that. Processing done. And let's go. And here we go. There we go. That's what I like about it. You know, wait to upload his videos and all that good stuff. It's a lot of fun. So that's my ultimate goal right now. Barring anything else happening, which I'm going to start straight focus on this on my YouTube vlog show, and that's what I need to do, and need to be entertaining instead of you know, using this for drama and crap like that. To focus on the show, and we're going to focus. That's the main key right now, is focus. Main focus, and you know, don't worry about everybody else, what they're doing on their videos, who they're feuding with, and all that good stuff. Just, you know, that's why, you know, because due to the fact of all the craziness that happened, you know, you got white people being racist and black people, Black Lives Matter, people sitting down during national anthems, all this crap, all this drama that's happened in the real world, you know, and many people get upset with people like me because I'm in my fantasy world. Listen, I'd rather be in my fantasy world than than watch the news out there, you know, and watch the news and what's going on out there. I mean, because I'm trying to not live my life in fear, and that's, you know, a lot of people have a problem with that. A lot of people, you know, we're just like, you know, we're trying to do the right thing and, you know, stay away from that, because I'll say no politics, no religion on my page, on any of my social media feeds. You know, a lot of people, you know, just like, you know, too much violence out there. I mean, I live in the worst city in Massachusetts, according to one of the websites. You know, but this is my hometown. This is where I grew up. I mean, back in the day, I never had this kind of problem. The only problem that I had back in the day was, you know, was whether or not I'm going to come home with good grades, you know, and study hard, you know. And the only thing that my family had a problem with back in the day was somebody blasting their rap music, you know, and that's the big thing. It was like this, you know, the problem was disturbing the peace, for goodness sake, you know, and people fighting and swearing and all that, you know. That's the main concern. The neighborhood I live in now is, you know, it's kind of quiet, but, you know, but with our family in our house, it's never quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's, woo, okay, we're all crazy here, you know, and just, you know, and it's really, really, you know, so, and, you know, we get concerned about a lot of things, you know, we get upset about a lot of things happening, and you know, we're upset at our mayor, and, you know, everybody's concerned about the Portuguese feast, you know, everybody getting drunk and violent and all that. We got weed smoking. I had a report the other day that some old guy was driving the wrong way on 195. Would you believe it? On the Fairhaven Bridge, and he's telling everybody to get out of his way. You're driving on. It's you that should be getting out of the way and drive on the right side of the road, buddy. Oh my goodness! It's like, wow, who in the right world, who in their right mind would drive the wrong way? I mean, you go on 195. It's like, it's ridiculous. They caught him. Thank God, you know, it's like, it's crazy, you know. And then you hear about what's going on in Charlottesville, you know, and car running over people, one person dead. I'm like, what, you know, this is why we love game shows, and, you know, we old school classic game shows, you know, video games and all that, you know, and the problem is that, you know, we should, you know, like I said a few episodes ago, America needs to wake up, man. We have to go out there and, you know, if America wants to be great again, it starts with us. You know, it starts with us. And everybody's fighting and sniping at each other for the stupidest things in the world. And it's like, we shouldn't be worried about that. We should be worried about uniting our country, you know, against the true evil, and that is prejudice. You know, prejudice. You know, and everything else. I mean, if we stop sniping at each other for just, you know, just a moment, maybe we could make a difference in our country. We have to make a difference, and that's the main thing, you know. So, you know, but that's why I do this show. This is my ultimate purpose of doing my show is not to have my name in bright lights and walk down the red carpet with some hottie, you know, or something like that. It's just basically to help and encourage others, you know, help encourage others. Hey, you know, you know, listen, we don't have to live in fear. It's just we got to do our thing. We got to move on. We can't, yeah, I understand what's going on in the real world. I understand completely. That's why I don't talk about it on here. I don't want to cause strife and division among family and friends. This is how I am. I'm not going to tell anybody who I voted for. I'm not going to tell anybody, um, what to do as far as, how to live your life. Whether you're gay, straight, or anything like that. I treat people as people, and if I don't know who you are, and you act like that you follow, you act like, oh, should do this and this and that and everything else, and I have to listen to that person, then I just don't know you, and don't, how can I trust someone I don't know? You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing, And I have some friend, my family I can trust, I have the Lord I can trust, and just I like to encourage people to, be, I can encourage people to be themselves, but at the same time be respectful towards others, And I try to like people here. I try to make friends with a lot of people here. And there's some people out there that don't like my videos, don't like me, and that's the, I look at it as no big deal. Just ignore them and move on. Put the blinders on. Just stay focused on your goal. And sometimes when you try to get to your goal, there's somebody will try to stand in your way. They'll try to talk to you out of it or something like that, and talk to you away from your goal. And that's what you guys out there. If you have a goal, stick with it. Try to go for it. Run that race. Get that prize in the end. That's what you need to do. Is get that prize in the end. Get that goal. Get that goal. And once you reach that goal, and you want a new goal, a new challenge, you go for it, And, don't give up. Don't quit. Don't quit don't quit because somebody told you to, unless you're doing something bad like smoking and drinking and drugs, quit that, If you want to live your life better, quit that. Or, people encourage you to go out and exercise. Look, I need to lose some weight. But, the problem is I work early in the morning, so sometimes it's hard to get up, and when you go home, you want to, want to fall asleep, man. You know what I'm saying? Here I am, clunk. You know what I'm saying? Just, oh, hello, how you doing? Well, wake up. Good morning. Yeah, what's for dinner? Oh, give me some waffles or something like that. Just there are a lot of things out there. People will tell you this, and that, and everything else, and just don't listen. Listen to people that you can trust. Listen to people that can give you positive influence. Listen to people. Listen to your kids. Listen to your parents. Obey them. They'll give you great advice. Sometimes they say I said because I said so, but there's a reason behind everything. And listen, I love my parents, and and there are times I had fights with them. You can ask my parents. I had fights with my parents a lot, and sometimes they'll tell me something, and honestly I don't like it, but it's their house, their rules. I have to abide by them, or else there's the door, But I haven't done any. I try to be respectful towards them, follow their rules, and try to be the best son I can be to them. And if they need help for any reason, like if they're going somewhere, can you keep an eye on the house? We can shoot the dogs fed and everything. Oh, no problem. I can do that. I'll make sure the dogs are okay. The cat's okay, and everything else. It's a matter of principle for me. Like I said, I do this show. Like I give you the encouragement, the education. My city's not the best city to live in. If you want to visit my city, good luck with that. Because the fact of the matter is this: it's crazy here, and sometimes and we have some crazy people in this city. How crazy? I don't know how crazy. City's so crazy. You don't know. You think Arkham Asylum would be a safe haven? You know what I'm saying? That's how bad sometimes the city of New Bedford is. But there's some good people in New Bedford that are trying to do the right thing, and try to right the ship. Edwin Cartagena, who's a good friend of ours, he's visited our house a couple times. He is considering running for, I think, Ward Councilor 2, I believe. I gotta check that out. His Facebook page. He's gonna be running for a political office in our city hall in New Bedford, which I hope that he gets in. I want to vote for him if he does, because he can make a difference and help make a difference in our city. as well. And my pastor, he's trying to make a difference in this city too, and just for him to do you know just for him to do what he does best. Whoops, there we go. Here I am. All right. Just for him to do it and make a big difference, trying to get all religions, church religions together, and make a difference in our community, and that's the most important thing. Our community, our city needs a lot of help, and just it's amazing though. It's clearly amazing that wow, it's just bringing the name the Wayland City Festival back this year. Well, that was huge for our city. Even though it's not, people say it's not the Wayland City Festival old and all that. It could be a brand new and improved Wayland City Festival. A little bit at a time, we'll probably bring something back. Hopefully, they bring the car show back. Hopefully, they bring and they brought the laser show back, which I didn't get a chance to see, and I forgot about that. They brought the wrestling show back a couple of years ago. 2016, they brought the wrestling show back. I meet Tito Santana, WWE Hall of Famer, and this year I met the former WWE Tag Team Champions of the Spare Squad, Kenny Dykstra and Mikey Mondo. And they brought back, my favorite ride, the Tilt-A-Whirl, which I took the opportunity to grab a GoPro cam and just go on and go nuts and go crazy and have fun. A lot of people saying, "Oh, you're right on kids carnival." No, the carnival is fun for all ages. I don't know if you heard that phrase before. Fun for all ages. It's fun for all ages. I mean, everybody can go on, even from the oldest person and to the youngest. You have a lot of fun. It's fun. It's just it's fun. I like having fun, and that's the thing. And there's people out there that don't want you to have fun. They want you to be miserable. Listen, I had bad attitudes a couple of times, and there's a couple of days I go like this. You know what I mean? There's days I go with that like this, and I don't want to be that anymore. I don't want people looking at me and goes, "Hey, what's wrong with you, man? You used to be this happy-go-lucky guy." I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, I always like to have fun. And if you don't want me to have fun, then something's wrong with you. Something has been wrong in your childhood, in your lives that, did your parents let you have fun when you were a kid or something like that, or something like, listen, there's my childhood's been a wreck. Despite the fact that I love the 80s, it's part of the 80s in my childhood that I want to forget. And I feel like I'm making up for it. You know what I'm saying? I may be 40 years old. I may be old. I don't have a girlfriend. I never did any of that. You know what? I'm not too worried about it. People make jokes. Oh, it's a 40-year-old virgin or something like that. And yeah. But it's all right because I know who I am. I know, and just I'm very thankful for everything I have. So once again, that's all I have to say on that matter, because a lot of things going on. I'm part of a couple of different groups here and there. I attended, I'm just gonna be so be a lot going on. The holiday season's coming up and all. We want to make sure we get ourselves ready for that, and just school's almost here. Like I said, winter's almost here. The holidays are almost here. We've still got summer to worry about. We still got fall to worry about, and then you got the winter coming up and all that. We got next year to worry about. A lot of things are going on. A lot of things are going on. But take it one day at a time. Don't worry about everything else. Don't worry about what's going to happen tomorrow or in the future or something like that. Just worry about today. Let tomorrow worry about itself, and so on and so forth. Let next week worry about itself and all that. I know everybody's concerned about the lunar eclipse happening a week from today, next week actually. Everybody thinks that the sky's going to be falling when the lunar eclipse happens. I'm not too worried about any of that because I got the Lord with me. As long as I have Him with me, I should be all right. So, I'm very, very thankful for what's been going on in my life and all. So once again, here's the bottom line. Here's the update. Is my TPL episode update show. I'm going to be talking about NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. I'm going to be talking about SummerSlam this year, and I will, with the TPL board, I'm going to make my picks, my match picks, result picks, And you know, and I think they're starting another tradition that after SummerSlam, somebody new is going to come into the picture. You know, I will talk a little bit more about that. I'll probably do more Supercade Kid episodes. I promise you that. I'll do more game show episodes. I promise you that as well. We're going to keep things entertainment, light, and having fun. And if I buy more swag on either eBay or Amazon, I will show it off to you guys, and I will tell you the reasoning behind me buying stuff like that every single time. It's just, you know, like I said, you know, eBay is like a cyber flea market to me, because you get to see old stuff on there and you're like, oh, cool, you know. It's like going to the Whalen City Festival on your computer almost. You know, the only difference is you're not going to have Rise on your computer, unless you're going to put a virtual reality glass and say, hey, put me on a Total World, you know. You know what they should have done back in the day? If Rocky Point Park was still open, they should have done like a virtual tour of Rocky Point Park, you know. And, too bad it's closed down, because that would have been great with my GoPro, the GoPro camera. That would have been great with it, you know. Imagine, you know, my GoPro camera. I mean, imagine if you will going to the House of Horrors with the GoPro, because this is what goes on in the House of Horrors. So scary. You know, the funny part is I went in there once and never went in again. You know, it's like, oh, I cried. After I went to Rocky Point, was back in '84, I believe. I came home and I ended up puking my guts out. I ate fish and I puked it out. Ew. You know, lots of stuff happening. I kind of wish I traveled back in time with my GoPro cam and with this camera, with my G3 camera, taking pictures of the Dartmouth Mall back in the day, Child World, and this, you know, and then come back here to this present time, upload them, or even go to Rocky Point or something like that and say, this is, you know, imagine, you know, I wish we had a time machine. I wish we had a time machine. That would be awesomely wonderful. You know, that would be great, a time machine. A freaking time machine. That would be glorious. You know what I'm saying? I'd be going back in time. Taping episodes of Bullseye, Tic-Tac-Toe, The Joker's Wild, Press Your Luck, you know, and just, you know, come back here to convert them all to DVD, load them up on YouTube, and say, hey, look at this, new episodes, you know, something like that. It would be great, you know. I kind of wish I went back in time. But the internet here is my virtual time machine, basically. That's what I know. That's why I use YouTube for it, you know, find episodes. Okay, what about this show, you know, or that show, and everything else. And, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, buying custom T-shirts from Amazon as well. I'm going to start redoing my Amazon gift cards. Again, so I can create T-shirts and stuff like that. And I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it, so. It's gonna be a wonderful, wonderful day. So I want to do that. Oh, the one I want for Christmas, and last year I got this TV. So what is this year gonna bring? I don't know. I'll find out. You know. Oh, and I will be talking about more about the Super NES Classic if I get it. If, that's a big word. IF. If I get it. That'll be another thing I'll talk about this coming on the episodes of my YouTube show, TPL. Remember, my goal is to reach 1,000. I have 120 more episodes to go after I upload this one. So it's, like I said, forgive me for ranting on and on about, you know, what's been going on now. That I figured I'll let you guys know, catch you up to date, what's been going on, what's going to happen on this show here and on my YouTube vlog show. I keep going on this show, even though I'm not a talk show host. I'm not a, you know, an actor or celebrity or Hollywood. Is that, you know, the weird part about the whole thing is that, you know, most people use YouTube to be popular and be a celebrity and all that. That's not my goal, you know. You know, here's the funny part. I saw a sign when I was a kid, you know, when I was younger. I saw a sign in my church. It was in the upstairs, when my church has an upstairs, in one of the rooms. It says, God is not looking for shooting stars, but guiding lights. I thought it was very interesting, you know, and so I thought about it, and I went, okay, that's good. I get what I get what they're saying, I get what the science saying. So it's like, okay, I just want to be helpful to others, communicate with the world. So I know some people out there that have social media but don't bother to go on it, but they'll check out YouTube videos and they say, oh, what how Eric Lehman's doing? Oh, does he have a YouTube? Oh, there he is, you know. So just, you know, that's the basic purpose of my YouTube channel, my YouTube shows. having some fun, being who I am. All right? So, that's enough of me talking. That's it. I'm done. So, I'm done for the day here. That's all the time we have on this show. Remember, use your heads, don't do stupid things. Remember, coolness is yes and happy person. And remember, please love and respect one another. If you're having a bad day, grab a pad, grab a pen, and tell that bad day they just made the list. Episode 880, TPL episode update. TPL update episode. Either way I want to put it, I'll find out. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.